there please, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all had an amazing day. Today we are back playing Dress to Impress, but we are doing things a little bit differently today. We are going to be doing another challenge video, and the challenge for today is that for every single round we can only use currency items. So we can't use anything from this main floor, from here, or from VIP. We can only use items from this section, and we can only use items from the Roblox section. So we do have a lot more items now. We have the new Jester set, we have the new Candy set. We do have a lot of items as well that I do use quite regularly, like the Withered Rose skirt. We have the Sabrina bodysuit and the tights. We have the Magical Girl set. We do have a lot of items, but we are still very limited. If you aren't already, please make sure you are subscribed. It really helps me out. And while you're here, why not give the video a like and a comment? But without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, we have just joined a lobby and the theme is Sleepy Sunday. So let's put our walk speed on and head straight over here and just put some makeup on. I'm just gonna go for something quite simple like this. I'm also not including hair in this challenge because we'd have like 2 hairs to choose from, and I just don't think that would be very interesting to watch. So I'm gonna go for these 2, then I'm gonna go for these but tidy bangs, and then I'm gonna go for this one but no bangs. I think that looks cute. Then let's hop straight into our changing room, which is where we're gonna stay for pretty much the rest of the episode. And I think we're going to make her brunette for this one, so we'll just do that, and I'll just save that, so it doesn't really make it easier. Never mind. We'll do that, then we'll do this and this. Cute. And then what can we use? I think I'll start with this, and I'll definitely take the teddy bear and I'll just have that maybe just here. And then let's see what we can layer here. We definitely need some pants, but I am just a little bit concerned about our potential lack of pants. I think we only have skirts. Do we have anything in here? We have these, but these aren't really Sleepy Sunday. So maybe we'll go for this, but the classic toggle, like that. And then we'll just start layering a couple of tops on here. I think we'll also layer this, but just the skirt, just to give it a little bit extra there. And maybe this headband. I actually don't think I like this one here. Color theme, what do you want to go for? I'm thinking something soft, something light, something that we can match up quite easily. Let's go for this, and then for the little ribbon, maybe we'll go for something neutral, something like that. That's quite cute. And then the teddy bear can be brown, but we'll just make him a little bit more cool toned. In fact, no, I think we'll make him like a nice chocolate brown there, and then we'll just make his little nose a little bit more pink. There we go. And then for the skirt, let's keep with the neutral theme. Let's go for that, and then we'll use this pattern in here. And then for this one, we'll do the same. So we'll do this, and then we'll do this on the edges, and then cover that up with that there. And then for the headband, we'll just make that an off-white, and then we'll make that color. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I really wish that I could just use the tights from these, but I can't. Let's take that off, and then maybe just this to accessorize. I feel like we're going to be using this quite a lot because we don't really have a lot of jewelry. And then we don't really need shoes. We can't really wear shoes because we don't have anything that's going to match this theme, but okay, that's fine. And we also haven't layered like anything up here, so let's just add that, and then maybe this, and then make the rest off-white, just to add a little bit more detailing to the top, just to make it like a little bit more nighty-ish. That's what I'm going for. And then is there anything we can add shoes wise? Maybe these, but just the socks. And then maybe if we just make them like that. I accidentally soaked them and they are blending into the legs. That is not what I meant to do. It's fine. Mistakes were made, but it's totally fine. This is super cute. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. It would have been a 5 if she wasn't wearing heels for me. We are in a pro server as well. I was a little bit too scared to do this challenge in a master server. I feel like I would have been terrorized if I'd have done this in a master server. So I'm going to give this one a 5. This is super cute. I feel like we are as on theme as we can be. This is really cute. I also love this little sheep doll that they've added. I'm going to give this one a 4. This is so cute. I know the old one was like a Labubu, but I just think this is so much nicer. This is cute. I can't really see what's going on with all the VFX, but I'm going to go for a 4. It's cute. I like it. And then we have this one. I think it's cute. I'm going to go for a 3. I just don't love it as much as some of the other ones that we've seen. I do think it's cute. And then we have this one. I think this print is super cute. I love the pillow and the headband. Gonna go for a 4 for this one. And then we have this one again. So cute. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one as well. And then this is ours. I'm just gonna ignore this one. I still think it's kind of cute. We didn't really have much to work with, and that's okay. And then this was the last one. This again is really cute. Want to go for a 4 for this one. I love the little bonnet on there. That looks super cute. I really wish that we could have used the slippers. I love the slippers so much. And this was the podium, all very well deserved. I think they had really cute outfits. We came 5th with 16 stars. So honestly, not too bad. I don't think there's anything else we could have used there to make it look any more kind of like a nightie. Maybe if we'd have made all of this the same color as this, it would have looked a little bit more like a nightie, but I just feel like that would have been too boring. So let's take all of this off and get ready for the next round. We have also unlocked the next level of the baddie pass. Let's get that claimed. We have the super creepy backwards walk and we have 500 cash. I did spend all of my cash because I still don't own all of the post packs. So these are the ones that I'm still missing. I have most of the main ones. I'm just trying to collect all the other ones now. All the clothing, and I do own all the new ones. The theme is wedding day. Let's do our hair. I think I want to do something fairly similar to what we just did. That is not hair, that is makeup. What am I doing? I'm going to do this again, but no bangs. I'm going to do maybe this, but only bangs. I'm going to do this, but only bangs. Then I'm going to add this again. Then I'm going to add this one, but tiny bangs. This one, but only bangs. And then maybe even this one, but no side bangs. Is that too much? Or is that a perfect level of much for this theme? You know what? We'll figure it out in the changing rooms. Let's make everything blonde for this one. Let's do that and that. Let's do this and this and this. These are my new favorite bangs, by the way. Such a cool item. And then this and this. I feel like it might be a little bit too much. Maybe if I put it... No, I'm gonna get rid of that one. I think it looks better without. Now, for the outfit, let's go for this. Option number 3, just the shawl. I'm definitely going to want this, and I'm going to want the withered rose skirt. I think I'm also going to want the Sabrina tights. I might even take the whole Sabrina bodysuit, actually, and layer that with this. Let's take this for option number 2. Is there anything to make this dress longer? That's a little bit too bulky. I don't really like that. Maybe this? No, it covers up the withered rose skirt. Is there anything else I can add to this skirt? Oh, that actually looks cute though, with the little bow in the middle. We'll keep that. That was an unexpected little extra there. And then maybe these shoes. I know they're not very wedding-y, but it's fine. And then let's get this coloured. I am going to go for the same pattern I just used, but I just think it works really well for this theme. So we'll go for that, and then we want to go for an off-white, a little bit lighter like that one there. That works. Let's do the same on here, and then this, I want to make it matte. I don't want that glittery. You can't really see it anymore actually, so let's just do tights, and let's just make them pure white like that. There we go. And then for the withered rose dress, let's add this pattern up top and make that silky. And then what other kind of white patterns do we have? We only have 2 minutes left, so Gotta be quick here. Maybe this one? We'll do this. We'll do that and silk that, and then we'll add some more off-white, and then the pattern, and then the lace can be just pure white. That works. And then for this, let's add this white pattern back in here, and then do the accents off-white. Then we have this dress. Let's bring this pattern back in here, and then let's do this and maybe this, but make that a little bit more beige, and then the flower can stay white. And then for the shoes, I'm thinking just white and off-white, and that, and then this. I want something for the head. I'm not quite sure what to go for. Maybe I could also use this. If I use maybe this pattern, and then some off-white, and then some normal white, and then some off-white there, that kind of works. Let's maybe add these sleeves and make those off-white. And then the gloves are a bit much, I think. I want something for the head. I only have 10 seconds left though. Maybe I just use this again, and let's just do that, and then off-white there. It's definitely something. I think this is actually kind of cute considering we didn't have like anything to use. I think it looks pretty good. This is cute. I love the face. I think it is very simple, but I do think it is gorgeous. I'm gonna go for a 3 for this one. I just wish there was a little bit more going on with the dress. This is beautiful. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. Super cute, and we do have a little bit more going on with the dress. And then we have this one. This one is super cute. A much different take. I just wish there was a tiny bit less silk, but the whole outfit I think is still really cute. I just wish it was a little bit less silky. And this one is super cute as well. I've just got the same kind of gripe with this one that I did with the other. I just wish there was a little bit more going on with the dress. And then we have this one. Now with this one, I feel like there's a little bit too much going on with the dress. I think that this would have been so much cuter without this kind of cage detailing. So I'm just going to vote in the middle. And then this is ours. We are very simple, but again, I think we've done okay with the items that we have to work with. And then we have this one. I'm going to go in the middle again with it. And then again, going to go in the middle with a 3. I'm not sure why we are so orange, but I do think the use of the pixie Uwe dress is cute there. And this is the final one. Again, I do think it's very cute. I just think it is very simple. So I'm going to go in the middle with a 3. And this was the podium. I do think that these ones here were very pretty. All 3 of them were very pretty, but these 2 especially very nice. We came 7th with 14 stars. Not the worst, not the best. I think we look quite cute. I just wish we had a little bit of a longer dress. We had something to cover this up. But I think with what we had, it looked pretty good. I did really like the vintage dress detailing. I thought that the flowers really pulled in nicely with these ones here from the withered rose dress. Let's take everything off and get ready for the next round. Next theme is Candyland Couture. So I'm gonna do my hair. That's makeup, not hair. Let's go over here. I'm so lost today, guys. I'm gonna go this one, only bangs number 3. Gonna go this, only bangs. And you know what? I'm gonna do these bangs again. I'm so sorry. I'm overusing them so much, but I just love them. I'm gonna go for this curly hair. And then I'm also gonna go for these, but no bangs. Oh, that kind of covers that up though. No, I definitely don't want that. Maybe these instead, but no bangs. Or we could go for something like these instead. I'm feeling the vibe of these a lot more. Let's go for this, and let's add these braids. And do we keep that curly hair in the back? Maybe. We'll figure it out. For the actual outfit, I'm gonna add this. I think I want to add these and maybe layer them with those. It's definitely a look. It's a look. I think I also want to use, it's the wrong section. I think I want to use these, but the socks only. And then maybe make them that red and white pattern. I know that it's Candyland and not candy cane, but I don't know. I think candy canes would be a good little theme here. So for these shoes, I think there is a toggle to make them thicker to be able to work with the socks. That's nice. I feel like the skirt is a little bit too big now. So maybe let's go for this one, and let's take the cage skirt off. I think we'll keep the corset for now and we'll just layer on top of that. Maybe if we add this, and maybe if we add this corset, and then maybe if we add the magical girl top but keep all the extras. I don't think we need that anymore, and I don't think we need this anymore. Let's just color what we've got and then we'll see what we're working with. I kind of want to go for a red and white theme, honestly, for the hair. I think that could be really cute. So let's do that and that. Then we'll do and this. Oh, that's only one color. Have I done that to a bunch of different things? Maybe. Let's do that, and then something feels off. Oh, it must be this. I think this actually is kind of cute. We've got little bits of white detailing at the front, but it's not too white. I think that works. I like that. And then for the outfit, let's get started here. So let's add maybe this pattern and then add some red and then add some off-white and some more white just for our base there. And then for the shoes, I'm thinking I just want to make these ones completely white. And then I think I also want to make these shoes completely white as well, just like that. And then for the dress, let's use this pattern, and then we can use this white pattern, and then we'll add this darker red, and then we can add some more dark red for the lace, and then some more dark red for that detailing there. And then we're going to do the same with these sleeves and some red. I'm not quite sure how I'm feeling about the color of these tights anymore. Are they better just as a solid color? Maybe this pattern. I think I prefer that actually. And then I definitely want I want a head accessory, but I just don't think that we have anything. I might just have to use this again. So let's go for white and then red on there. But I think it's fine. I quite like this. I don't think that there's too much else that we can add here to make this on theme. I know it's a really simple one in terms of layering, but I still think it's cute. I love the red and white. I know it doesn't say candy cane, but whenever I hear Candyland, I always tend to go for reds and whites. This is cute. I'm going to go for a 4 for this one. This is cute as well. I'm going to go for a 4 for this one too. I love this skirt. I love the gradient on it. I'm so mad that I missed out on it. And then we have this one. The staff is such a cute idea. I'm going to go for a 4 for this one as well. Oh, we could have used this head accessory. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh gosh. And this is ours. I think we look quite cute. I hope everybody else likes it. This is really cute as well. I'm not too sure about the hat. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. Super cute. I love the color theme. I love the pinks and the blues and the pastels. And this one is super cute as well. I'm gonna go for a 5 for this one. It's giving very much strawberry shortcake. Not exactly with the color theme, but the vibe. I do like it. I'm gonna give that one a 5. And then we have this one. This one is really cute. I just think it is really simple. So I'm going to go for a 3 for this one. She said focus too much on the hair and lost track of time. We have all been there. Don't worry, Diva. And then this is the last one. I love the use of the new dress here. Yeah. I'm going to go for a 5 for this one. I do think this one is quite impressive. I do really like this one. I definitely should have added the bag. Completely forgot I even had that item. And this was the podium, and we came 4th with 26 stars. 26 is really good, especially for a pro server. I didn't see how many stars 1st, 2nd, and 3rd got, but if I got 26, I could only assume that they got a decent amount more than that. So let's take everything off and get ready for the next one. The next theme is childhood dream. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a ballerina. I am not saying that just to make it easier for myself. That is genuinely what I wanted to be. I did ballet for like a month and then quit and I gave up on that dream. But I'm going to do a ballerina. So I'm going to go with this, and I think I'm going to go for this as well and layer that on top. And then I might go for this but only bangs, and then maybe this but no bangs. I think that's cute. We're kind of covering up all the bows though. Maybe if we get rid of this one. I don't think the hair needs to be super extravagant for this one. And then for the actual outfit, let's see what we can do here. I think I want to use this top again, but let's take off all of these extras and just keep this as the base. And then for the skirt, I think I don't really want to have to use everything from this set is my issue. Let's take it off for now, and we can always add it on afterwards if we can't find anything else we want to use. Maybe this could work for ballerina. Maybe if we layer this, and we're definitely going to need these and ballet shoes. Maybe if we layer the Sabrina tights as well, option number 3. Okay, and maybe the butterfly corset. Maybe? No, I'm just throwing things and hoping they stick at the moment, to be honest. You know what? Maybe not the butterfly corset. Maybe we could use... No, that looks crazy. No, we can't use that. Maybe this corset instead of this. Let's colour these and just see where we're at. Let's go for blonde for the hair. Do that, and then we'll just do this for this, and then maybe for this one I'm just going to do no bangs. And then for the actual outfit I'm going to go for soft pinks and some white and some pink. No, I'll do white there and then some pink detailing there. And then for this one, let's use a cute pink pattern. What have we got here to use? Maybe if I go for this one with the flowers on it, that could be quite cute. We'll do this with the flowers on it. We'll do that, and then we'll add some white and then some pink and then some more pink and that. I think this is cute. And then we'll do a pink glittery skirt and then some white there. And then for the shoes, they can be pink and white and some more pink, and then we'll do the rest white. Maybe we can add this but scale it down. We're gonna do it without the cobwebs. Why has that messed up my scale? Let's do this and then make that glittery, and then do white, and then we'll do off-white for that part. No, we'll do just like pure white. That's cute. We'll add the shawl and we'll make that pink. And then I do really want to add some more to the skirt, but I just don't know what to add. Maybe I can add this little bow and make this pink and then make the rest white. I just don't think there's anything else I can add here, to be honest. Do I look like a ballerina? Not really. I don't like this bow anymore. Let's get rid of that. Maybe if I layer these? No, can't do that either. Maybe this? Definitely not. It was worth a try. Maybe let's add this and make that white and pink, and then that white and pink, and then maybe this but top only and make that pink and white. I don't think we look like a ballerina, but you know what? It's totally fine. It is so fine. This person's dream looks a little bit scary. They haven't... I'm gonna go for a 1 or a 2 because I don't like the message behind that. I'm not gonna delve any deeper into that or explain that. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Rich, love that. You can get a 4. This is cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 or a 4 for this one. I need to type ballerina. There we go. I hope that they like it. I hope that we're giving ballerina enough without the usual tutu. This is cute. This is a painter. I love this one. I'm gonna give this one a 4. An adventurer. This is really cute as well. Really creative. I do like this one. I really like the layering down here as well with the shorts and the jellyfish skirt and the belt. I think that's really cute. Ooh, we have a fairy princess. My childhood dream, want to be a princess. That's cute. I want to give this one a 4. And this was the podium. Just gonna ignore this one. These two I think were really cute. We came 7th with 16 stars, which is totally fine. I get it. We weren't incredibly ballerina-esque, but I still think it was quite cute. So let's take all of this off and get ready for the next round. This round's theme is ribbons galore. This one's going to be kind of difficult, gang. I don't know if we have any ribbons. Outfits decorated with lots of ribbons. Let's do our hair. Let's do something long. Let's go for this. Only bangs number 3. This one, only bangs. Let's go for this one, but position it back a little bit. Let's go for this one, but also position this one back. And then let's go for this but to the back and with no flowers. And then let's also do this one but to the back. Is that a bit messy? Yeah. Do we care? No, not really. Let's hop back into the changing rooms, and I think we're gonna do brunette for this one, but we're gonna do like a warm brunette, I think. So we'll do then that and this, and then lastly and this. What on earth do we have for ribbons? I don't think we have anything. Maybe these count as ribbons with the bows? Because you can turn the ribbons into bows, right? Maybe let's go for that. Let's go for, I guess, this, and maybe even this as well. Maybe let's go for this, but just the skirt. This could be quite ribbon-esque. Okay. Ooh, maybe at this point, let's just use the entire Magical Girl hair. Let's go stiff, and we'll leave the bows in there. Let's do that, and oh, that is not the right, never mind, right. This can be, I don't know, you guys. Let's go for a very neutral champagne sort of color for this look. I'm completely lost. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This one has thrown me. I can't really use that. What else can we go for here? Maybe we can use these and layer those. And then maybe we can use this, option number 5. Again, it's not really giving ribbons as such. It's just giving layers of stuff. We don't really have too much of a choice. So we'll do that, and then we'll do this, but maybe the classic toggle, and do that maybe. Maybe this, but only the cage. No, that looks a little bit silly. Let's just start coloring, see where we're at. Let's make that glittery. Let's do this, and then this, and I guess just more of this. Let's add some white. There we go. And then we're going to do the same here. Let's do and that. And then for this skirt, let's add a pattern. Let's add the gold color that we like to use. Where is it? Here. There we go. Let's do that, and then make that silky, and then we add this color here and make that glittery. In fact, no, we'll just make that silky, and then this one underneath we'll do very similar. We'll do that and that and make that silky, and then we'll do that, and then we'll add these tones into this ribbon up the side and there. I think we've missed a color there. Yes, we have. Let's do that. And then for the shoes, we'll do the same thing. So we'll make the base white and then add these like champagne details. And then we'll do the exact same with these. There we go. Is it giving ribbons? Not kind of, maybe. We might be massively reaching, but that's okay. Sometimes you've got to reach, and that's okay. As Club 7 once said, reach for the stars. Climb every mountain higher. That's just what we're doing right now, and that's fine. Oh, this is a ribbon. Doesn't really fit with the outfit though. We have 20 seconds. How have I only just noticed that we have this? Let's do this, make that glittery, I guess. And then this, and make that glittery, silky. Oh, I don't know. I think that's ruined it. I think I've just ruined it. It's totally fine. Okay, we have lots of ribbons going on here. I like this one. I'm gonna go for a 3. I just wish that we didn't have everything the same color. And I'm still feeling just a little bit off about their look last round. So, sorry. I'm just not gonna vote that one any higher. Hey, this is cute. I'm loving the color theme. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. This is ours. Oh, I just feel like there's too much going on. You know what? It's fine. We've worked with what we've got. I still think we look cute. Are we going to place? Probably not. Do we care? No, because we've done our challenge and that's all that matters. This was such a smart idea, using the ribbon pattern. That was really smart. I'm going to go for a 4 for this one. This one is super cute as well. I'm going to go for a 4 for this one too. And then we have this one. Lots of ribbons going on. I like this one as well. I'm going to give this one a 4. And then we have this one. This one is super cute as well. I'm going to go for a 3 or a 4. Ooh, this is really cool. I'm going to give this one a 5. I love the patterns. I love the bows going out the legs along with the ribbons. I think it's very on theme, very cohesive. I really like that one. That is a 5. And then this is the final one. I think this is super cute. I'm loving the pink. Joined with a minute left. That's absolutely fine. You are still on theme and giving us a really cool outfit. So I'm going to give this one a 4. This was the podium. I think these were some really cute outfits. We came 7th with 18 stars, which again, for a pro server, I really don't think is too bad. 7th place with 18, pretty good. This was a hot mess. Adding that dress at the end was such a bad move. It was still bad without it, but it was even worse with it. So let's just move on from that and take everything off and get ready for our next round. It just proves like we do have a lot of items in the currency items, but it can still make it really difficult trying to make it match for a theme. I think the only ones that I don't have are these 3 items here. So the French luxury bag, the futuristic suit, and the limited luxury dress. They're just not a bit of me. And I think 249 Robux for this one dress is insane. This round's theme is Coquette. Flirty, cute outfits with a vintage touch. For our face, I'm going to go back to this one. And for our hair, I do want to do something quite cutesy. Maybe if I do this but to the back, and maybe if I do the curls mixing in with that, make it look bad, maybe, I don't know. Let's use these tidy bangs. Oh, in fact, I'm going to do this and this, and I'm going to get rid of this one, and then I'm going to add, and then these brownie bangs, bangs number 3, and just scale them down a little bit to about there. I think that's really cute. I love these new curly hairs. I think they are so sweet. And I'm gonna make this one blonde. So let's do that, and then we'll do this. Okay, we do have the Coquette dress. I don't really want to just rely on that though. Maybe we'll use it for the skirt and layer on top of it. So let's use this for the sleeves and do top only. I'm going to keep it as the top entirely because it gives us this bit of lace here as well. And then we'll add the Sabrina tights, option number 3. Then maybe we'll add the bow. I don't know. Or maybe we'll add this but get rid of all this extra stuff. And so we can have the lace and this little top here. And then we're going to add the same shoes again. I know we use these shoes like every single round, but I just think they've been the best fit for what we've had to work with. We'll add the gloves as well, and then we'll add this little lace neck detail, and then we'll add this for the head but without the cobwebs, and we'll just scale it down a little bit to about there. And then we'll add the sleeves but make those sheer, and then the moon gaze at top, you can't really see that through there, so we'll leave that. And maybe we'll add this underneath for some extra detail, maybe. Let's start colouring, and we definitely want to go for those off-whites and pinks. I think I'm going to use this bow pattern. Yeah, and I'll add some pink here. Right, no, I'll add some off-white there. And then for this one, we're just going to go for off-white with some pink detailing, just to add some pink lace there, just like that. There we go. And then for this top, we'll do pretty similar. We'll just keep that light pink, and then we'll add some white and some off-white. For the shoes, we'll keep the bulk of it white and then add pink detailing, just like that. And then we're going to do exactly the same with this neck piece, there and there. And then we'll make this. We'll pattern that with that actually, and then we'll add some pink detailing there, and then we'll add some white around the edges. The sleeves can be pink, and then this skirt underneath can be light pink with some off-white at the ends. This is looking quite cute. I actually quite like this. We have the gloves, so let's make those very similar to the shoes. Let's just do pink and off-white. And then is there anything else we can add here? Maybe we could add this and do this, and maybe off-white there, and then some white there. Maybe like this if we make that a little bit lighter. I don't think there's anything else I want to add to this. I don't think there's anything else we can add to this, really. I think it's cute. I like the top half. The skirt is obviously quite basic, but we don't really have much to add on here, but I still think it's cute. I think we're definitely on theme. This person was arguing with people in chat and being quite nasty, so we are just gonna put them at a 1 and move on. This person was also arguing in chat, so we're gonna give them a 1 and move on. Then this is ours. I think we look quite cute. I usually really like this theme, obviously when I have more items to work with, but I still think we did it. This one is super cute as well. I'm gonna go for a 4 for this one. This one as well, super cute. Gonna go for a 4 for this one as well. And then we have this one. This is super cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 or a 4 for this one. I'm gonna go for a 4 actually. She's been really nice in chat, especially when we have some people who are being quite negative. It's always nice to see that people are still being positive and still being friendly. This one is super cute too. I'm gonna give this one a 4 as well. And then this is the final look. This is also super cute. I'm gonna go for a 3 or a 4 for this one. And this was a podium we placed second. I'm not sure how this girl placed. I do not condone anybody being negative or being nasty in games like this, but what it is, the best thing to do with people like that is just never to rise to it. If people are being nasty, then just ignore it. All they want is a reaction. But that is all from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this challenge. It was a really tough one, but it was a lot of fun. Please let me know which kind of challenge you want to see next, and I will try my best to get it done for you. Please make sure you are subscribed. It really helps me out, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!